And I had come to Hawaii to stay here for a conference a couple of times. And I noticed that in the culture, they had an understanding of the principles in their own way, their own culture. But it was really, I could feel the feeling, and people would talk about the beautiful feelings. And it was like, oh, there's something happening here. There's something going on with the Hawaiian culture. And so I decided to move to Hawaii. And once I got here, I learned more about it, and actually ended up meeting and marrying a Hawaiian. And I thought I'd be set here for life, but life had me going back to Minnesota for about 10 years, but most of the last 40 years I've lived here. And so the culture here really identified what they call aloha. And aloha is a deep state of consciousness that produces a beautiful feeling. So people will talk about it like, oh, she came over to my house and shared her aloha. So that means somebody just came over and talked story and shared a beautiful feeling, right? Or people will say, well, that's not really coming from aloha. So and so people know that is kind of the way of life here, is to come and live from that feeling of aloha. And it goes far beyond that, but it's like the values of the culture are that you should live in harmony with each other and with the ocean and the land, and that you live a Pono life, which is that you don't do things that are not ethical or mean or nasty to other people, that you help each other, that you treat your friends as family, and that it's a sense of connectedness from that beautiful feeling. And they also talk about mana, which is the spiritual energy that comes through us, which we call mind, right? And so that energy, as it comes through a person, people will say that person has a lot of mana, a lot of spiritual energy that's coming through them. And so and I'm still learning really about that culture and how it's similar, but I think I don't know of any other culture that so identified the positive aspects of living and mental well-being without calling it that, right? But it's got a special thing. And there was a kahuna, an auntie that taught hula here, and was a spiritual leader, kahuna they call him, but it's a kahu. And she was talking about that Hawaii had to teach the world about aloha, and that someday the world would turn to Hawaii to learn about living in aloha. And that's what my friend, I have a friend named Mo Keale, and if you can get online somewhere on the music video, he's got a song called Aloha Is. And if you listen to it, it's really living. It talks of living from that feeling. And he says it's the heart and the mind working in harmony.
Oh, thank you for sharing your mana. I can certainly feel that.